All right, quick little video on rotating shapes. This was one of the more difficult ones on Khan Academy. So first thing I want you to do for this set of notes is I want you to make a text box, and somewhere, I don't know, up here in your screen, let's actually move it up a little bit so we got some room. And we're just going to put rotations and just kind of get that up out of the way a little bit. Grab our screen and center it back in here. All right, so let's make a polygon. We're going to make sure it's in the first quadrant. So it doesn't really matter where you pick. I'm just kind of picking some random points here. And I do want to label and value those corners. So I'm going to go back to my select tool. I'm going to hold down Control so that I can get all the corners highlighted at once. Saves me a lot of time. I right click, show label. I right click, settings, show label, not just name, but name and value. Get out of there. And then I like to kind of straighten things up a little bit. It's just me. So now I have a shape there in quadrant 1. Well, if I want to rotate, I need to tell Geogebra, like, where do you want to rotate around? And we've been focusing on the origin, so I'm going to create a point. I'm going to go to the point tool and just pick a point, and I'm going to put it right here at the origin. So now I have a point that I've established I can rotate around. So when I go up here to my transformation tool, where my reflections, my translations, rotations, all that good stuff, down at the bottom it says select the object and the center point. So I'm going to click rotate, I'm going to click the object, and I'm going to click the center point. And we want it to go, let's go 90 degrees in the positive direction, which is counterclockwise. So I'm going to go 90 degrees, click OK, boom. And now I have a new shape that's rotated. I'm going to go up here and move my values over. And now what I want to do is I want to establish a rule here. I want to figure out what is the rule for a positive 90 rotation. So I'm going to go to my text box and I'm going to click on it and move it up here because this is where it's about to go. So here's going to be my rule, my mapping rule. Every x comma y, and then to get the symbols I need to go down to this little symbol tool, this ABY, and there's an arrow right there. Boom. Every x comma y maps to or goes to, oh, didn't mean to do that. Just click on it again and you can edit it. Parenthesis. Well, here's where I got to do a little bit of thinking. So notice the point 5, 6. C jumped over here. So it looks like the 6 and the 5 traded places, but it looks like the y value became the opposite. So it looks like it becomes negative y, comma, and then x just traded spots, no big deal. So I put my parentheses there, and I click OK, boom. And so now I have a rule up here, and above that I'm going to put another text box. Just so in my notes I have this. And in this text box, I'm going to put, this is a 90, and I might even put plus 90 just to let myself know. This is a positive 90 degree. To get the degree symbol, you got to go to this little symbol thing. So positive 90 degree rotation. And I click OK, boom. And now I got my rule for positive 90. And you know what? Not only is it positive 90, but it's also negative 270. So why don't I add that in there? I'm going to do a positive 90, comma, negative 270. And that way I kind of cover both my bases. Okay? All right, nice. Now, your job to finish these notes is I want you to do a 180 rotation down here, and then I want you to do a positive 270 rotation and put it over here. And for each one, I want you to put a mapping rule similar to this in quadrant 3 and in quadrant 4. So that's your assignment, is to finish these notes. And then when you're done, I want you to go up here and I want you to save it as rotation notes. All right, so your assignment is basically just to finish the notes. Click Save, and I'm done. All right.